Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today we are doing what if Deku had the 7 Deadly Sins power remake, and also sorry for the break, and sorry because I have hiccups during this video. But also, something I was really surprised about, just saying. I was very surprised about how many views this had. Like 2.1k views? That's a lot. Well, at least for me, because a lot of other things have a lot more. But let's get on to the what if. So Deku wakes up in his room, and then he goes. Well, he doesn't wake up in his room. He actually is in a dream. And there's a blonde-haired character with white clothes and some green in it, some red. He had green eyes, and he said, "My name is Meliodas, and these are my friends, the 7 Deadly Sins. And we would like to help you." And then the dream stops as Deku wakes up, confused by that dream, because he's never had a dream just as weird as that one. But he just shrugs it off as a normal dream. And so he runs to his mom saying, Mom, can we please go see the quack doctor and see my quack?" And then Inko says, Alright, let's go. And they go into the car. Deku just having random flashes of people. Once someone die, someone like a white-haired girl dying, and a lot more. And so when Deku gets there, I'm confused by what all these flashes, like kind of like flashbacks, but not really. What's happening? And then he goes in, and he's excitedly waiting on the desk for the quack doctor to come out. And the quack doctor came out and said, "Okay, we're gonna need to test your son here, and then we'll find out his quack." And they go into the room, and they do a test, and or an X-ray, right? And he doesn't have any. He only has. He has 2 joints in his pinky toe. So then he doesn't have a quack. And Deku's waiting on the desk again for him to find out his quirk. I'm pretty sure my dog just is running on the deck right now. And the doctor came out with a disappointed, a sad face. And then he said, "Sorry, but your son's quirkless." Deku's shocked by this, and he's just saddened. by this. Basically, the doctor says you may as well not even try to become a hero, because you're can't really do it without a quirk. Deku's crushed. And he just sits in his room, refusing to go to school, refusing to do anything, until he decided he was going to come out. Also, his mom is sliding food down the side of a little hole in his door. So that's how he gets food, And he comes out and goes to school. Oh, Bakugo asks, "Hey Zuku, why haven't you been in school for so long, and what's your quirk?" Well, there's two reasons. There's the same reason for both. Same answer for both. I'm quirkless. And then Bakugo just starts laughing and says, "Zuku, you're defenseless, Zuku. Deku." And then Deku's even more sad than he was before. But then he just goes into a daydream or something like that, and then there's the same blonde-haired boy, and he tells him, "Don't worry, you also will have powers." And then Deku is kind of happier, but he doesn't know if he can trust the voice in his mind, because how can you trust your own mind? And he goes home and blah blah blah, and it's now a time skip. He's now 15, and he goes to school, and he sees a massive fight going on with villains, and with a huge villain with a gigantify quirk. And then a hero comes in and tries to defeat this villain. And he almost does, but then another hero, Mount Lady, jumps in and then kicks the villain with her gigantifying quirk. And then he takes notes saying how, she probably is a good hero, but except for maybe standing on people, or maybe standing on buildings. Then Deku goes to class. The teacher says, at the end of the day, "Okay, I guess we've got to fill out these forms for the college you're going to." But then he throws them in there and says, "Well, we all know you're going to a hero course anyways, right, class?" And then everyone's just showing off their quirks. Deku not included, because he doesn't have a quirk or power, or at least that's what he thinks. And then Bakugo just says, "All of these losers will be lucky enough to go, or be a sidekick with a D-list or something." And then everyone starts screaming at Bakugo, saying stuff. I don't know what they said. And then the teacher says, okay, calm down. But it seems we have someone going to UA this year. And then they're all just like whispering, "Who is it?" And it's probably Bakugo. But who's the other one? And then the teacher says, the first one is Katsuki Bakugo. And everyone acts surprised. And then the next one is Izuku Midoriya. And everyone is just like, what? Deku's going to UA? He's never gonna make it. Quirkless people would never make it into UA. Then Deku is getting yelled at and bullied. But then everyone goes home. And Deku goes out a shorter way this time. And is like sad. So this goes a different way home. But then he hears some like noises in the drain, thinking it's nothing. But then a sludge villain jumps out and attacks him. And then Deku just, like, some darkness just wraps around Deku's hand. And then a dagger just goes flying at Deku. Deku grabs it, but then he screams, "Full counter!" And then he gets his attack thrown back at him. And, by the way, so far I've only done Mario this thing, and there will be more in the future. And then he's just like, wait, a dagger? Where'd this come flying at me? And also, why is there this stuff on my hand? And then All Might jumps out and says something, because I am hair stuff. But I don't remember what he says before that. And then he says, "Oh, well, it looks like you got it covered." If you'd mind me asking, what's your quirk, kid? And then Deku says, "Oh, I don't really have a quirk." And then All Might says, "Okay," in a confused voice. "So, how'd you do this then?" "Well," and then he puts one finger up and like the darkness comes over, and also he pulls up the dagger. And All Might's just, "Oh, well, okay." And then Deku just continues going home, and he gets there. But I think we're gonna have to end it here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a golden time.